supply closets are portal stations for the North Pole transit system. Grab a car. We're gearing up. Honey, I adjusted it to reality.
And does that...
No, it doesn't work on everything. No, you can't try it. No, you can't drive. No more questions. Now get in. Whoever took Nick, they're extremely dangerous.
I think if you don't need me here, I might just go back to the car.
We have 24 hours to Christmas.
We need to find it. Let's...
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the media playboy, girl with the media vibes, and today I'm going to be doing a small movie review about the latest movie that I just watched. It just came out, and that is Red One, produced by Dwayne Johnson. Let's get started. Okay, so one thing that made me love this movie a lot is I watched the trailer and I was like, oh wow, this is going to be something different, it's not going to be the usual Christmas stories. You know how the stories always go, Santa Claus, then somebody did something bad and then they discover that they have to be good. Well, sort of the same kind of storyline, but I like the twist here. Now, first off, it's not the usual Santa Claus that has a big tummy and is so big and everything. This one is a fit. When I mean fit ready for battle kind of Santa Claus, yeah. And then I love how he was just like perfect for that particular role, because I mean, like, imagine Santa being fit and then being able to shrink himself to get into chimneys to deliver gifts to children, yeah. Now, another thing that got me excited or I liked about this movie is the fact that they had to, the usual thing about Christmas, Krampus is always the villain here, and then they always try to defeat Krampus, or maybe somebody is bad in the movie. But in this particular one, Krampus is not the villain. The villain is actually a witch. I think they call her the witch of Christmas or something like that. But she and Krampus used to date, and then apparently they had the same vision, which was, I mean, if they're gifting people that are good Christmas gifts, then people that are bad should also get bad gifts. You get that kind of thing, yeah? So they started compiling a naughty list and things like that. But Santa didn't see the need to actually start giving people, punishing kids that were on the naughty list, right? Now, Chris Evans, of course, another face that we all know. I think that he got his scene well because he can play the comic insensible, is that the right word? I think so. Insensible character, but at the same time, he can still be serious. So I loved how he was, when they found out that he was the one that leaked the information to some terrorists, to actually the witch of Christmas here, and then she was now able to hack in and get into the North Pole and then sabotage everything and then kidnap the Santa Claus. And then Dwayne Johnson, who plays Carl in the movie, was actually about to resign, right? But he now decided to have one more night with Santa, which was supposed to be the night that Santa's supposed to deliver gifts to people. But now he's kidnapped. So now he is on a mission to find Santa, and then he has to now find Chris Evans, who plays Jack in the movie first, because he's the one that gave the information or whatever. And then next thing is, there's a particular scene I liked, which was where Chris Evans and Dwayne went to go meet the guys, that asked Chris to help them hack something or whatever like that. And then they meet this guy at the beach and all. And then Dwayne is asking the guy, questions and everything. And he's like, you can't call her name, because he's asking, who is the person that sent you? Who kidnapped Santa Claus? Named Red or Nick in this movie. And then the guy is like, he can't pronounce it. So Dwayne is like, okay, write it on the sand. He writes it, and silly Chris Evans decides to pronounce the name that they said, do not pronounce her name. And of course she hears it. So, she finds her way there somehow. And then she sends snowmen that are like minions and bodyguards from the water. It was really nice. Another good thing I liked about this movie was the fact that everybody was just, there were just some twists here. Like the witch had like 13 sons, so they're shapeshifters, and then they could just trick you, and then you think that you were talking to the right person. Then there was another part that I like, which was where Dwayne and Chris went to visit Krampus, thinking that they would find Santa Claus, who has been kidnapped, in Krampus's lair. And then they get there and realize, oh, he's not there. And trust Chris. Don't touch anything because you're mortal. And Chris ends up touching something. Now they get them arrested, and then they present them before Krampus. And Krampus is like, they can't leave. So Chris is like, okay, what if Dwayne is able to win you in this schnapps, which is a slapping game, right? And then Dwayne is like, how is he going to do that? Because they also sees this armor that gives him extra strength, right? But at the end of the day, Krampus was also, let me say, he turned out to be semi-nice. He still had some emotions inside him, because when the witch, became so furious and she was doing everything to make sure that she destroys Christmas and delivers gifts to people that have been on the naughty list so that she can trap them in some globe, right? At the end of the day, Krampus is the one that came to save the day by helping Dwayne Johnson, while Santa Claus was trying to revive his energy, right? So basically, I don't want to spoil it for you. If you haven't watched it, then you should be heading to the cinemas to watch it. Trust me, this is a good one. Not the usual Christmas story. There's extra action, there's extra things, and not the usual elf stories. And another part I love is that I could see the headless horseman and the black horse. Like they were part of the should I call them people that they were the suspects, right? That they thought had kidnapped Santa, but they weren't the ones. It was the witch and all. So I love how the movie ended. Chris, who did not believe in Christmas and Santa Claus, ended up seeing everything, and then he changed, became a better person, and this also helped him to be a better dad to his son. Yeah. And apart from that, I also like the fact that the reindeers were giant, like big. This gives me a feeling of, how beautiful Christmas is, how beautiful the celebration is, and how it's important that you give people, you spread love, you spread happiness all around the world. So guys, head out to the cinema and watch Red One produced by Dwayne Johnson. See you next time on Twists and Tales, where every story takes an unexpected turn. Until then, go find your asa. Take it from the media playboy.